Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and we have a lot of NBA to talk about here, so let's get around to it. So the first thing I want to talk about is Zach Lowe, via the Lowe Post. He talked about Tyler Hero, and he made this argument that could be made that the Heat are playing better without Tyler Hero. So he thinks there's an argument to be made that the Heat, they're currently playing better without Tyler Hero, and here's what he said, quote, I think Tyler Hero's injury may have actually helped them because now they play lineups with a maximum of one guy you could really hunt on defense and a minimum of 0. If your offense is all Jimmy, I don't think it's crazy to say they've been better without Hero, end quote. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's kind of got a point here, but I don't know if that's true. If he was healthy, he'd just be taking the minutes they were forced to give Duncan Robinson, a 0 in defense who can shoot. So I think they'd still be in the same position. So I kind of do disagree, because I feel like even with Tyler Hero, they would still be at 3-0 in the Celtics. And he would be playing, Tyler Hero would be better playing. He has gravity towards him that opens up their offense, and his defense might be not good, but there's still 4 other players on the team. And Duncan is a horrible defender too. Yes, he's amazing. He's inconsistent, but you can agree the whole team's playing confident right now. And who thrives best when confident? Tyler Hero. But they would still be, if with or without Tyler Hero, I think they would still be in this position at 3-0 on the Boston Celtics, on the verge of the NBA Finals, as an 8 seed. Brian Windhorst. He talked about Joe Mazzulla, and he could pay the price. Quote, there's a wave of anger from New England and a rising expectation elsewhere. Joe Mazzulla will pay the price for this 0-3 hole the Celtics find themselves in, end quote. So yeah, this definitely doesn't come as a surprise to me. There's probably anger from fans, probably within the organization, at Joe Mazzulla. It's going to be over for Joe Mazzulla. He just doesn't make adjustments in games. He just refuses to make adjustment, especially defensively. They just look lost out there, giving up. And it doesn't help when your 2 star players shoot like shit as well. But I think it's over for Joe Mazzulla. I mean, I feel like they made him an interim head coach way too soon. And another thing that looks really bad on Joe Mazzulla is they asked him in the press conference, basically saying they quit, and Joe Mazzulla saying, I didn't have my team ready. You gotta have your team ready in a game 3 down 2-0. And to get blown out by 30 is really bad look on the coach, saying, I didn't have my team ready. That's a really bad look for him. So he's basically on the pay the price, basically get fired. So I think that's what it means, but we'll just have to see. So I feel like he's gonna get fired. I really do. Via the Ringer NBA, Austin Rivers. He says Austin Reeves' skill level is not even in the, quote, same realm as Jordan Poole's. Quote, he's nowhere near Jordan Poole. Look, I mean, Austin Reeves, I think, is much better than Poole, especially after this past season, mostly the playoff run, because Jordan Poole wasn't that bad in the regular season. I thought he was good. Averaged over 20 games in the playoffs, he shit the bed. Austin Reeves was much better in the playoffs, but this is just pure basketball like ability. They're the same, and they're not. But Rivers arguing that Reeves is a much more solid player by comparison, but is because of like his consistency in every other facet of the game than shooting ball and basket. But that wasn't the conversation. Skill level and being better have no coloration. But Reeves, I think, is a better player, maybe. But from a pure talent perspective, Jordan Poole's much more talented. But what separates their game is that Poole might be more naturally gifted, but Reeves plays more within himself, and he's more mentally tough on the court, more mentally tough than Jordan Poole. Malcolm Brogdon, he said, quote, "We still believe we are the better team." Yeah, if you were the better team, you wouldn't be down 3-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals there, Mr. Malcolm Brogdon. Okay, the Celtics have better talent, yes. But the Heat are playing as a team. The Celtics are not playing as a team. Joe Mazzulla's getting out coached. Celtics have quit. Only on paper, you are the better team. They're down 3-0. Where has this better team been? I mean, the better team will be watching the NBA Finals on YouTube TV. So via the podcast P Show, Jalen Green, he talked about he said this about James Harden, him potentially signing with Houston. And he basically said it could help and hurt at the same time. So it's another level of teaching Jalen Green from James Harden if James Harden wants to reunite with the Houston Rockets. But I feel like it could help and hurt at the same time. But I feel like it will probably hurt more than it will help. But I don't know. Not saying Harden won't help that, but leaving him as it is currently won't help either. So maybe that'll help him maybe pass the ball more instead of just chucking up shots. If it helps and hurts, then it probably isn't a good fit, though. So, yeah. Bill Simmons, via The Ringer, he talked about Joe Mazzulla and the Boston Celtics, quote, "I don't think he will come back. I think they will move on and get a bigger coach," quote. So, I really think they're going to get rid of Joe Mazzulla. I really do. I mean, they didn't extend him. They just promoted him to interim head coach. It's business, though, so I could see him getting fired. If they get swept, he's definitely out of there. But the Celtics are going to hire a new coach if they get swept. I could definitely see like a Monty Williams if he were to get fired. Joe Mazzulla, I could see him going out there and getting like a Monty Williams. I really do. So per Drew Hill, DM, the Memphis Grizzlies beat writer for the Daily Memphian, Tony Allen, he could face up to 2 years in prison for pleading guilty to conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and wire fraud. But this was a fake headline. Apparently, they try to make it clear that it's unlikely to happen. So apparently this is probably not going to happen where Tony Allen could face up to 2 years in prison. I just found that out from Drew Hill's Twitter. So it's basically not going to happen. So this is basically a misleading headline. So ignore the first thing I said. This is basically a misleading headline. But people like this will do whatever they need to get clicks. And these media outlets do not care about context. Literally just fucking clickbait. But yes, he did plead guilty, though, to conspiracy to commit healthcare fraud and wire fraud. But he does not face restitution because he paid the money back. He faces a 2-year sentence, but no other players to plead guilty receive no jail sentence. And he will be sentenced on August 8th, 2023. If it follows the previous trend mentioned, he will not serve jail time. But yeah, that's basically the story there from Tony Allen. Windhorst, again, Brian Windhorst, he said, Quote, I got people texting me, well, this is the end for LeBron. This is the end for LeBron. It might be the end of LeBron James. But people have been saying this for the past 8 years, and every single time he figures out a way to extend his longevity. I'm not going to count him out yet, and I know I hate LeBron James, but I'm not going to count him out yet until it's over, until it's actually over. But he's 38, injured, and down 3-0. This is a different LeBron James, because he's up there in age, injured, down 3-0. It might be the end for LeBron James. It finally might be the end. Report, the Lakers, they would have to lose Rui Hachimura in order to sign Kyrie Irving. And if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers here, I'm keeping Rui Hachimura, because he's been a really good addition since the trade deadline, before the trade deadline. And I wouldn't want to deal with a headache and Kyrie Irving when I could have a really good, talented bench scorer, 15, 20 point per game scoring Rui Hachimura. And it's not worth it. Just keep the same team you have from the trade deadline to next season. That's what I'm doing if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers. And I don't think they should do it. Rui is barely getting started and is proving he's worth staying in that team. And they would be in the same situation as the Suns with a depleted bench and all-star players. So, yeah. Brian Windhorst said on Get Up ESPN on the Celtics potentially firing Joe Mazzulla. Another story about Joe Mazzulla. I can no longer say that I don't think it's possible that the Celtics would make a change at head coach. And he's been bad. Yes, he's been bad as coach. But Tatum and Brown deserve just as much blame. You can't just blame the coach 100% for this. This is two All-NBA guys. It's just a failure all around. With Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Joe Mazzulla, it's just been a disaster. I don't know if they should fire him, but they might do it. Jaylen Brown in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's shooting 37%, 10% from 3, negative 46 plus minus, negative 46 on the floor, 50% free throw shooting, 39.8 true shooting, 11 turnovers to 10 assists, so one more turnover than assist, 4.3 PER, and no steals and blocks. And then, that boy is just leaving. He doesn't care. I feel like he's just quitting the team. He's lost all confidence. Carmelo Anthony has officially announced his retirement from the National Basketball Association. So I think the Knicks should retire his jersey. Thank you, Carmelo Anthony, for a great career, and the Knicks should definitely retire his number. So for the first time all series, the Miami Heat are favored to win a game versus the Boston Celtics. They are 2-point favorites at home on Tuesday. Actually, ESPN, I'm hearing, is still giving them a 72% chance to win this series. I don't even know how they sell a 72% chance according to the ESPN analytics. ESPN analytics are a joke. Apparently, Marcus Smart said this to the Miami Heat last night. We beat y'all last year. We good. Stop talking the whole fucking game. Okay. It's not about what happened in the past, Marcus Smart. Get your head over your ass, Mr. Smart. This is not the past. It's about the now. What's happened is over with last year. You didn't even win the finals. You're the number 2 seed, losing 3-0 to an 8 seed, possibly getting swept. And what's last year I do this year? That's so pathetic to say. And where's the ring? Oh yeah, you lost to my Golden State Warriors there. But yeah, Joe Mazzulla said he didn't have his team ready to play, so that's a fireable offense. You need to win Game 3, but yet you didn't have him ready to play. But yeah, the Celtics are now down 0-3 in the Eastern Conference Finals, and second straight year the Miami Heat are one game away from the finals, and it's looking like comfortably they're going to make the finals this year. Yeah, that's really all to say for this video. So, Mo Bamba's expected to suit up from Game 4 versus the Nuggets, so don't know if that'll mean much for the Lakers, but yeah, we'll just have to see what it means for them. But it's all Sabres fans and next Michael Peace.